Hi everyone, Grant K here for the Smoke Learning channel. In the previous video, we looked at the Media Hub and the various enhancements when dealing with media import and export. In this video, we'll start looking at the improvements to the media panel when working in a project. The three topics we'll cover in this video are dual panel functionality, creation dates, and avoiding duplicate entries. These enhancements are not footage specific, so you can use your own media to follow along. Just ensure you have loads of media with a variety of metadata for sorting and organization. Now, the media panel facilitates a wide variety of media management tasks in Smoke. And sometimes it's really handy to see it full screen and be able to organize various components without other distractions. To get started, using any of the creative areas in Smoke, such as Conform, Timeline, or Tools, click the Media Panel button at the bottom of the interface and choose Full Width. You can also do this by pressing 1 and right arrow. This will expand your media panel full screen. So this view allows you to organize the various aspects of your production within a single view. But if you have a very long project structure, or you want to distinguish between different libraries, it makes more sense to work with the dual panel view to see things clearer and work quicker. At the bottom right of the interface, enable the dual panel view button. Now you have two instances of the media panel to work with. One media panel can show one library or folder, and the other media panel can focus on a different library or folder. Each view also has its own independent settings between the list view, tiles view, and tile sizes. This allows for a very fluid and interactive experience when organizing clips within the project. Next up, switch back to a single panel view. If you're looking at the tiles view, please switch over to the list view. The list view gives you tons of metadata to track, sort, and search your clips as and when you need. One of the metadata tags I'd like to bring your attention to is the creation date. If you scroll the media panel from left to right, you will find the created column containing the creation dates. Previously, you had the ability to see when clips were created in the application. This refers to media being imported or clips being generated as a result of some sort of processing. However, if you look closely at the list, you will now notice that every component of the workspace has a creation date. This makes it very handy to scan through the media panel to locate a clip, folder, or library from a specific date. You could even sort the columns by creation date to view the metadata in a chronological order. But what was also tweaked is that if you collapse the media panel by pressing 1 and right arrow, and you hold / and click on any component such as a library or folder, you will now get the full name as well as its creation date in the info box. So there is no need to always expand the media panel just to read the name of a component and its creation date. The last enhancement for this video is a slight workflow change. Smoke is now aware of duplicate naming conflicts in every area of the workspace. In previous versions, you could have multiple clips with the same name in a single folder. You could even have multiple folders with the same name in a library, and so on. In Smoke 2017, there is now a global check throughout the software. For example, if you dragged a clip into a folder with another clip using the same name, Smoke will now bring this to your attention. Previously, you could have had hundreds of clips all with the same name in the same folder, and it was easy to forget which one was your current work. But you now get presented with a few choices. You can add, rename, or replace. Add forces Smoke to add a clip to the folder with the same name. Rename adds the clip but allows you to rename it. Or replace will overwrite the existing clip in the folder. At this point, you cannot cancel this operation, so you need to choose one option. This is always undoable by pressing Command Z. Now, if you want to bypass this warning, pick up the clip first, and then press Option as you drop the clip into the folder. This will perform an automatic replace operation over the old clip. This is a new behavior that may help your workflow, and it's applicable to all kinds of components in the workspace. However, you can open the Preferences menu and go to the General section. Here you will find the duplicate name check options which control the behavior. By default, it is set to clips and containers. This means that if you copied a clip as you did earlier, or even a folder, Smoke will check for duplicate names and prompt a warning. You can tell Smoke to only perform this operation with containers, which means folders and not clips. Or you could tell Smoke to only perform the name check when you work with clips. This gives you a wide variety of options to safeguard as well as avoid confusion with duplicate naming. But if you prefer the behavior from the previous release, just set the pull-down menu to always add by default. In the next video, we'll carry on with the media panel enhancements and look at the new global and localized sorting options. Comments, feedback, and suggestions are always welcome and appreciated. Thank you for watching, and please subscribe to the Smoke Learning channel for future videos.